Welcome back to another day in the life of the Grimwards. Today I am actually working on cleaning the stock tank pool because literally overnight the other day we noticed that rust was forming on one side of the stock tank pool. It literally was clear one day and the next day there was rust and it was starting to turn the water a different color, obviously more brown. Um, we were really surprised because this had not happened previously with using the chlorine tablets. But apparently, after some research and Googling, because of these being galvanized tanks, they will eventually rust. We did look up some videos and saw how some people had major rust and what they had to do to it to try to get it back to being able to get in it, in like not swimming, but sitting in it. Now that I have drained it for the first time this season, I have noticed how much you can see the white, like it was just wet from me scrubbing some of the rust out, where you can see we had sanded earlier and put some caulking down right there where the white line is. That's where we sanded. And you can see how it's really lost all its galvanization, and also up here as it's drying. Eventually this will all look pretty white, but that's probably from us using the chlorine tablets and it's now taking off all of that coating. But what we're probably going to do, I'm just going to clean it right now with some Dawn dishwashing liquid. I clean it, that's what I use. And just let it go for right now, fill it back up, use it, because I really enjoy using the stock tank pool, especially on hot, humid days. By the end of the day, getting in it is fantastic. So we're probably going to let this ride a little bit and see what happens, not put some chlorine in it for a little while. Just let it sit and see if the rust continues. And then maybe between seasons, because this year I would like to use it in the colder months and put a heater in, we'll go ahead and either treat it, paint it, something to that extent. But yeah, if you've got a stock tank pool and you are starting to see rust, that's apparently a common thing. They're not always going to stay pretty. There are liners you can buy. We did look into that, but we started to think about having to take off all of the accessories that we put in for the pump, because we did make sure those are securely in there, and making sure that you cut it well so that the water's not getting behind it. So that was an option, but we decided that we're probably just going to leave it alone for right now and try to paint it or epoxy it or something later on. I'm just hoping that in the coming months it doesn't get worse with the rust, because if you can notice here, it almost looks like in these grooves the rust is beginning as well. But just thought I'd share that. I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up so I can put it down and start filling some water into it again. Here I'm scrubbing with the brush that I'm about to show you. I just use some Dawn dishwashing liquid and clean it, scrub it all out, use the brush. If you don't have one of those, you may want to get one, because it just makes it so much easier and convenient to scrub the soap all over the stock tank pool. So I'm just demonstrating what I do. And so I'd already cleaned it, but I'm just demonstrating what I do and then rinsing it back out. And one of the benefits of having it up like this, it's really easy for one person to be able to tilt it to get the rest of the water out of it. So right here at the bottom, I just tilt it and it all rolls right out. So now with our patio and the stock tank pool, we actually have a blower with DeWalt that we use to get everything away from the pool, clean off the patio. Handy dandy, lightweight. It's the batteries you can use with other DeWalt tools. So it has come in handy, and it is super easy to use, lightweight, even a kid could use it. So I just go on here and blow off a bunch of the leaves, and we put down a tarp for underneath the pool so that there's a little bit more protection between the pool and the patio. But again, this is the little DeWalt blower. It's handy dandy and it's really easy to use. So I took a look at the bottom of the stock tank pool and went ahead and cleaned it up a bit. As you can see, there's some rust and the oxidation is happening. So I just wanted to do a thorough cleaning on that as well, the best that I can before laying it back down. Looks a little bit better, not fantastic, but it did take off some of the white and then cleaned it up a little bit. So we're getting ready to get this filled up. All right, got the hose in and we're getting ready to fill it up. It'll probably take about 30 to 45 minutes for it to fill up, so I step away for a little while. We normally fill it to the line, the second line up, not to the very, very top, just the second line up that you can see here. This is a 6-foot round. So again, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes. Here we are, all clean, ready to go. Beautiful afternoon, sun's out. And the funny part about it is, from doing this morning until right now, the temperature of the pool is 90 degrees. Crazy how warm it's been. Thanks so much for watching.